Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Keegan and welcome back to another episode of Divergent decks. Today is going to be a bit of a different deck. It's a deck that you probably haven't seen a lot of, and it's probably one I haven't seen a lot of playing standard, and it is all about using buffs. So what I mean by buffs is when you have a creature and you make it a lot bigger than it usually is. So I'm going to show you what the deck looks like. I'm going to talk it through really quick and then we'll get into a couple of matches. Here is the deck, guys. This is what it's looking like. As you can see along here, I've got a lot of buffing up cards. So you've got stuff like Divine Strength, Seal of Champions, Blessing Kings, Blessed Champion, and all these ones that sort of pump up our creatures. So sometimes, especially with like, if we're just making foot soldiers, we can buff them up as high as we can get. And there's a couple of cards here that benefit from buffing up creatures. So Idra's Darkbane deals 3 damage to a random enemy. Genia Zephyrs is an interesting one. If I buff a character on my field, Genia Zephyrs also gets that buff. So that's something that's a bit of an interesting one. I can usually build up my field pretty quick. So we're going to go jump into a game. I'm going to show you how it plays. It's a very rough deck. Like, it will either really take off and it will command, or it will suffer and it will fall away very early. So let's get into a couple of games. Let's see how we get on and let's see how the deck goes. Alright. So off the top, we're into a Shaman. Now, Shamans have been a bit of an issue for us in the past because they're just uber aggressive. So we've got to try and sort of meet them off the start and try and get a bit of ball control. So we'll keep Divine Strength and we'll get rid of these two and hopefully we can get a good early drop. Usually I like getting Idra's Darkbane early on. No luck. So we've got to try and last out the best we can for the start. Alright, can't do much, move on. So they're probably going to play a 1-drop to start with because that's how these aggro Shamans go. Alright, that's not too bad. Let's throw that out. Alright. Not too bad, not a bad start. Basically for us, the Shaman hasn't taken off at the start, so that's... Please don't hit me. Hit there. That's alright. Alright. So... let's just flood the field to start with. If we can flood the field up, we'll be alright. Next turn I've got Defender of Argus if I want to use it. Feral Spirit. Pretty much what you expect. Alright. So what we might do is we might throw that down. To run into one of them. And let's leave it like that. Okay, so off the start, not doing too bad. We've halted him somewhat. He hasn't been able to get too many shots off at us. And I really can't argue with the start, to be honest. Now, part of me really wants to play Genia Zephyrs, and I might actually do it here. So let's... So the idea of Genia Zephyrs is I've got to have a creature on my field that I can buff. So I've got Blessing of Kings, I've even got Divine Strength if I want to play that. If he can survive the turn and I've got net to get to next turn, I can buff a creature and he'll get that buff too and he'll start teeing off. So we'll leave it like that, we'll see what he does. He'll probably want to get rid of Genia Zephyrs as soon as possible. It's going to Master of Evolution. This is an Evolution Shaman. Okay. Alright, so 7/7. Let's get one of these. If we do this, an 8/10. So I've got a 5/5 and an 8/10. So what's he do? So he's just a 7/7 body. We probably should just make sure of that. Chances are Master Evolution's going to run straight into Genia Zephyrs, but we'll wait and see. I've got a 5/5 on the field too, so I'm not too panicked at the moment. Oh, Tyrion in my hand, so I can drop that in 2 turns. So let's see what he decides to do here. Alright, so he doesn't even do that. Okay. So what we're going to do... play that. 7/7, meaning we can take that out, throw that out, throw that out. So we've still got a bit of a field. So the 7/1's probably going to get taken off. Next time we got Tyrion, so we can start holding off here. But I feel like this evolution deck is going to start teeing off very soon. There we go. And my worry is I haven't done enough damage at the start, so... I'm just going to throw Tyrion down just to buy us a turn. He can get through it, but he's going to have to waste a lot of creatures to get through Tyrion if he's just using the card on the field. He's only got 4 mana to use, so he hasn't really got a lot of options. Tyrion's just one of the best legendaries in the game, but I should have expected the Hex, to be honest. Okay, we're in trouble now, guys. In a fair bit of trouble here.
Back to your homes. Reporting for duty.
So... look, we're gonna have to do that. It's not really gonna matter at the end of the day. I think the Shaman has probably got us. Especially with Flame Tongue totems. Yikes. And that is all over game. We just didn't start well, and I think this deck has a bit too much of a lot of smaller creatures. Like, there'll be times I can throw out a lot of 1/1s, but I can't do anything with them. Like, the idea is to buff them, but I don't have enough buff cards to buff all those smaller minions. So that's probably the problem I see with this deck, but we're just going to keep going with it. See if we lost that one. Let's see if we can get a win on the board. Selfless Hero's usually a pretty good one to throw out first turn. Let's keep Steward of Darkshire too. Okay, Itra's Darkbane's also a good one to throw out turn 3. At the very least, she's a 3-drop for 3/4, so... But the only thing is, I'm going second when I thought I was going first. Again, another relatively aggressive deck, not doing anything. Let's throw a Selfless Hero out. At the very least, we're going to taunt out something that he might want to hold on to. Alright, Secret. It's probably going to be... No. Alright, well that's alright. We're just going to summon and end our turn. Up. Couldn't have worked out any better. I can't really complain about that. Got some damage in, and I've got a creature on the field with a shield. He's going to go straight for face, which I'm alright with. So what we're going to do is... if we throw out Idris Darkbane, possibly, then hopefully next turn use Silvermoon and start using Idris' effect. Let's do that. We've got Silvermoon Portal next turn if we can buff Idris. Okay, can't charge. Alright. So, let's buff Idris up. Not the best result. But Idris can charge through that. And if he wants to destroy Idris Darkbane, he's going to have to take 5 damage for it. That's not the best 2-drop to get out of Silvermoon Portal. But what are you going to do? If he keeps Idris alive, we're in business, but I don't think he will. No, he had no option. Gonna take 2 damage for that. That's okay. Now, Consecration's a handy one to get. Let's summon that.
Reporting for duty. To battle.
Now, if he doesn't take out Steward of Darkshire, which I imagine he will, I got Stand Against Darkness to go next turn, but he looks like he's going to get rid of it. Alright, so he has had to pay a lot of mana to do that, so I'm not too bothered by that. Is he going to take out the one with the shield, or what's he going to do? He's going to take out one. Okay, so that is fine by me. Ooh, Blessing of Kings is handy. We probably need to build up our defenses again.
My shield for Argus. Reporting for duty.
Alright. So we're sitting pretty well. He's only got 11 health left, and he's going to have to start whacking some of my creatures off the board. Alright. I imagine that is probably a flare trap. So what have I got? 2, 4, 6, 7. Oh, and he concedes, so he mustn't have had much faith in the secret as far as the secret goes. Alright. So we win that one. So we just controlled the board. We kept having minions on the board, so he had to play around them, and we eventually got to a point where we got the win. Alright, 1 for 1 and 1. Let's have one more go of this deck. So Warhorse Trainer is an okay 3-drop. It's a 2/4 for 3, so it's going to... It's got staying power on the field, but they're actually not too bad, those two. I'm going first, so happy to drop Selfless Hero down first. What's he going to do? Abdude. What is Abdude going to do? Use his coin off the top.
Are you mocking me?
Alright. So, this is going to be a... Alright. That's alright. Let's do this.
Reporting for duty.
And let's run that in. We've got a shield. Next turn we drop Warhorse Trainer, which will buff that up. And for some reason... Oh, he's going to... Okay. So what we're going to do is... Let's just... To get rid of...
Nothing scares me. Except mice.
So he can take... If he feels like he wants to take down Selfless Hero, he can.
Is someone injured?
This is going to heal up again, probably. And that is fine by me. Shield. Going to heal it up to 3. He's going to draw a card out of it. Alright. So we're just going to...
Mount up. To battle.
Alright. He has decent hand advantage. He's got a fair decent sized hand. But we've got relative control of the field. But as he goes, he drops that down. For some reason, he decided to do that. Probably not a bad time to consecrate, only because I can drop it to 4. He's still got heal. Could throw a quality down. If I throw a quality down, let's throw Barnes out. Oh, that's a handy one to get. So I can do this now without feeling too bad. Barnes came through for us there. Alright. Taunt's out of the way. Barnes came through in a big way there with Stormwind Champion. Now, Priest doesn't have a lot of high wave clear. He'll have a Holy Nova's probably the one I have to worry about, but if he Holy Novas, that's his turn. And I still have Barnes on the field. Okay. So be it. Seal of Champions is a good one to get. I might put it on him. Again, I have to be careful. Next turn. Okay. Again. Alright. I can go the old equality consecration if I feel like it. Look, let's go equality consecration because I've got Tyrion next turn to drop if I feel like it. I'm controlling the field. I've got Stormwind Champion, possibly, if I feel like playing that. Probably wasted it. I don't know. 4/6, okay. We're going to drop Tyrion down. And then we're going to run a couple of these in. Now Tyrion is probably going to get entombed here, which is kind of annoying. It's Dragon Priest. Wonder what he's going to do though. If he doesn't kill Barnes, I'm on, but he has realised that that is the way to go. By saying that, that's usually a pretty solid combo. It's usually a pretty solid combo. But I have a feeling he probably has a way to get rid of it. He's got a decent sized hand where I'm running low. If for some reason he decides that he doesn't want to get rid of any of these shielded minions, well, he's double traded that in, which is good. Chill more. So the way he's healing, I'm assuming he has Alright. And with that, we have control of the field again. Alright, so I was going to say, I don't know why he's destroyed that as opposed to Stormwind Champion. But let's see what we can hit here. That's
Reporting for duty.
2-2 now.
For the Alliance.
Let's put a bit of pressure on. He's going to have to try and take something off my field off. That Entomb again. That Entomb. He's used Shadow Word Pain on a minion though. I've got a lot of health. He's going to start healing up though. I need a big creature here somewhere. Junior Zephyrs. Look, that'll do. He hasn't got any more Entombs left. I just got the bad feeling he's going to pull out my Tyrion and play that. But we'll wait and see. Oh, Alexstrasza. Okay. So...
Leave this place. Leave this place. Reporting for duty.
So I'm gonna make him. Look, I'm trying to put myself in best position. He's gonna kill Genia Zephyrs. What? Oh no, you got another dragon from Nether. Oh, Spite Historian. That's game. But we'll play it out. Maybe bought myself a turn. 2 Alexstrasza. Wasn't expecting the 2 Alexstrazzas, I must say. Those 2 Entombs killed us too. It's gonna heal it up. Wow. We're in some serious trouble. Oh, look. I'm gonna play this out anyway.
Reporting for duty. Into the breach.
Just because I can. Look, he's got me. But fair enough. We actually were in that. We were really. Oh, jeez. He had some fair cards left in his hand. Is he really doing this? And that's game. Well, can't do much about it. Can't do much about the 2 Alexstrazzas. Well, anyway, guys, that's the deck. 2 losses and 1 win, so pretty average. But let me know in the comments below if there's any changes you think I should make to the deck. Do recommend them below. Do like the video, subscribe so you don't miss any of the videos on my channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.